Once upon a time, there lived a sweet little girl who always wore a Red Riding Hood. Because of that, everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. One day, her mother called to her, "Darling." "Yes, Mommy?" "Your grandmother is ill. Would you take her the cookies I baked and the fresh herbs I picked from the woods?" "Of course, Mommy, I will." So, Little Red Riding Hood put on her red hood and started her journey to her grandmother's house. "Don't leave the road in Bunny Forest, sweetheart," her mother reminded her as she left. Little Red Riding Hood skipped through the forest, singing joyfully. "I wonder why they call it Bunny Forest," she said to herself. "I haven't seen any bunnies yet." Along the way, she came to a path filled with beautiful flowers of all colors. Grandmother would love some flowers, she thought. I should pick some for her. As she picked flowers, she unknowingly drifted off the main path. Suddenly, she heard a noise coming from the bushes. A big, bad wolf appeared. Startled and scared, Little Red Riding Hood dropped her basket. But to her surprise, the wolf picked up the cookies and gave them back to her. "Thank you," she said, surprised. "Where are you going, little girl?" asked the wolf. "To my grandmother's house, the yellow one at the end of the forest. She's not feeling well, so I'm bringing her cookies and herbs," she replied. "You can call me Little Red Riding Hood. That's what everyone calls me. I'll go ahead and let your grandmother know you're coming," said the wolf. "That way you can keep picking your beautiful flowers." Just then, a gunshot rang out the sound of a hunter nearby. The wolf ran away in fear. Little Red Riding Hood looked around. Suddenly realizing she was lost, she began to cry. Hearing her sobs, the hunter appeared. "What are you doing out here alone, little girl?" "It's dangerous. I'm looking for a big, bad wolf I've been tracking for a long time," he said. Ashamed for not listening to her mother, Little Red Riding Hood didn't want to admit she had seen the wolf. "I was bringing cookies to my sick grandmother at the end of the forest, but I got lost," she said. "I'll take you to her house," the hunter offered kindly. Meanwhile, the wolf had taken a shortcut and arrived at the grandmother's house first. He knocked on the door. "Who is it?" called the grandmother from inside. Disguising his voice, the wolf replied, "It's me, Grandma Little Red Riding Hood. I brought cookies and herbs." "The door is open, my dear. Come in." The wolf grinned and stormed into the house. Later, Little Red Riding Hood and the hunter arrived at the yellow house. "Go in quickly to your grandmother," the hunter said. Then he left to continue his search. Little Red Riding Hood knocked on the door. "Who is it?" asked her grandmother. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood. The door is open, my darling. Come in," came the reply. Little Red Riding Hood hesitated. The voice sounded different. Maybe Grandma just sounds strange because she's sick, she thought. She opened the door and went inside. The room was dark. The wolf, wearing Grandma's nightcap and glasses, was lying in the bed with the curtains drawn. "Thank you, my dear, for coming all this way. Come closer so I can hug you," he said. Little Red Riding Hood set down her basket, but didn't come too close. Something felt off. "Grandma, why are your arms so long?" "So I can hug you better." "And why are your ears so big?" "So I can hear you better." "Why are your eyes so large?" "So I can see you better." "But why are your teeth so sharp?" "So I can eat you better." Suddenly, the wolf leapt out of bed and lunged at Little Red Riding Hood. "Help!" she screamed. "Help me!" The hunter, who had just left, heard her cries and rushed back. He stormed into the house and caught the wolf just in time. "I finally found you, big bad wolf. Now you're mine." He cut open the wolf's belly and rescued the grandmother. "Thank you for saving us, Mr. Hunter." "You're welcome, but promise me, little girl, that you will always listen to your mother." The grandmother happily ate the cookies and made tea with the herbs. She quickly began to feel better. Little Red Riding Hood promised her grandmother that she would never again talk to a bad wolf or stray from the path. Sometime later, Little Red Riding Hood walked through Bunny Forest again. Singing cheerfully, she came across the same wolf, but this time he was different. The hunter had punished him by making him clean up the forest. Ashamed of what he had done, the wolf looked at Little Red Riding Hood with regret. From that day on, Bunny Forest was filled with joy, blooming flowers, and at last bunnies once more